bring the focus to the breath. Stay here a little bit longer as we simply begin to calm the breath. The thoughts slow down in our head. We come to a nice, calm, centered place to begin our practice this morning. Feel the weight of your body against the mat as you feel anchored from the seat bones and then grow nice and tall through the spine, doing our best to find a nice line and alignment from the crown of the head to the neck, down the spine, to both seat bones. Easy soft breath, feeling the belly expanding and contracting. Our upper chest is nice and relaxed, not moving. Shoulders are gently sinking down, creating more space between the shoulder and the ears. Just enjoy. And if you like, keep your eyes closed. As you inhale, bring your hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Thumbs are lightly touching the middle of the chest. And let's share the pranava 3 times. Take a breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Sharing the longer version of the Guru mantra. Take a breath in. Guru Brahman, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Shasha Para Brahman Tasmai Shri Gurudev Namaha. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And exhale, open the eyes, release the hands. Let's start with a nice seated spinal twist. Hands are to our sides, arms extended, roll the shoulders up and back. Really feel that you've sunk the shoulder blades down the back and towards the spine. Keep that focus in mind as you open the palms. Inhale the arms up. And then exhale down. Coming into a spinal twist. Keep the focus on the shoulder blades. Take the left hand, bring it to the right knee. Open up the right palm. Inhale the arm up and sink the shoulder back down again. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, find the twist. It's from the waist. Think about your shoulder blades. Try and keep your weight nicely over your seat bones. Take another breath in as you grow tall. And then exhale, bring the right hand behind you. Again, if you have a tendency to push into the position, just lift your hands off your knee in the mat. Hold here. Find that connection with your breath once more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. To come out, open the palm of the right hand behind you. Inhale the arm up behind you. And then exhale, come back to center and release down. Opposite side, right hand to the left knee. Extend the left arm to the side and open the palm. Find that focus of your shoulder blades. Inhale the arm up. Exhale, release the shoulder down even more. Take a breath in, grow nice and tall. Exhale, find the twist from the waist. Inhale again, you grow tall, but you're anchoring to the seat bones. And then exhale, release the left arm behind you. Hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come out of the pose. Left hand, bring the palm up towards the sky. Inhale the left arm up, and now exhale, return, and release. Hands are extended, arms are extended out to the sides. Let's open up the palms. Inhale the arms up. As they come to the top, lift the chin and look at the hands. Exhale, release the motion, and chin comes to chest. Sit up nice and straight. Again, inhale up, pass through neutral, and then look at your hands. Exhale, release, head passes through neutral, and then down. Let's look to the right. As you inhale, arms come up. As you pass through neutral, you gently look to the right, arms are extended up high. As you exhale, you release. As you pass through neutral again, head is looking forward and then touches the chest as hands touch the mat. Looking to the left. Inhale, looking up first, neutral. Now look left. As you exhale, head comes back to neutral and to the chin. Let's do it again to the right. Inhale, looking neutral to the right. Exhale, release. Passing through neutral, chin to chest. Left side, inhale. And exhale. Release the pose, coming into child's pose with our knees wide. So our toes are gently overlapping a little bit, knees are wide. Open up through the shoulders, forehead on the mat if you can. Don't be afraid to use props underneath the butt or the thighs, or even to rest your forehead on. If this is uncomfortable for the shoulders, release the hands to the feet, palms up. This is also a wonderful position. Let's hold here, giving our spine a chance to elongate, opening up the hips, and giving a nice flexion to the knees and extension to the ankles. Coming out of the pose, inhale, let's rise up into neutral tabletop, whether you're on your forearms like I am or on your wrists. Another spinal twist here. Inhale, lift the right arm up. As you exhale, thread the needle, resting on your shoulder, the right side of your head. Soft breath here. This is a shorter count for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, let's come right back to our neutral tabletop. Left side, inhale, bring the left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, thread the arm And let's rest on the left shoulder, left side of the head. Short count, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, let's all come up to neutral tabletop once more. Curl the toes under, take a big breath, and as you exhale, downward facing dog. Keep pushing through the shoulders. Again, it really doesn't matter if your knees are straight or not. We're trying to lengthen the back. So go ahead, if you'd like, you can bend the knees and keep lengthening the back, bringing those seat bones up and away from your hands, or the direction, I should say. As you exhale, gently come down to your knees, pass through neutral tabletop, exhale again, child's pose. Inhale up to neutral tabletop, curl the toes under, exhale, downward facing dog. Now, if you'd like to play around with this, you can try and bring your feet closer and closer together without compromising the lengthening of your back. See how that feels? Maybe your feet are touching. And one more time, as you exhale, let's come down to neutral tabletop and child's pose. Inhale up, neutral tabletop, exhale, downward facing dog. Looking at your hands, inhale, walk the feet forward, coming into a nice forward fold, toes and fingers are in line if possible. If not, you can have your hands a little bit in front of you. And then let's exhale down into forward fold. Coming into chair, bend the knees first. Lift the head, lengthen the back. Inhale, extend the arms in front of you, palms facing each other. Lift the head a little bit more so that your head is right in between your arms. Stay here. You're looking down right now. Look at your toes. Feel that you're lifting the arch, aligning the knees and hips. And now lift forward and lift the torso up just a little bit. You're still sitting in your chair, but now you're shining the heart, dropping the shoulders. Inhale, rise up, extending through the knees, and exhale, release the hands to your sides. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, release the shoulders down. Coming into chair, inhale. Exhale, sit into your chair. Take a quick look down, make sure you can still see your toes, and then bring the head back to neutral. Hold here. Hinging from the hips, trying to keep our back nice and straight, forward fold. Take a breath in. As you exhale, my knees are already bent. I just hinge from the hips. I come into my forward fold. As I come down, take as many breaths as you need. You feel the hips rising up. As they rise up, try and keep them in line with your ankles and come into a forward fold. It doesn't matter if your knees are still bent. Do what's good for your body. In this position, whether your hands are on the mat, on your shins, on your thighs, inhale, lift the head, and let's see if we can lengthen the back. So now I have a straighter back. Some of you can lift so that the back is perpendicular to the mat, or parallel, I should say. Your hips are perpendicular. For others, you may be a little lower. It doesn't matter. The aim here is to have a nice straight back. As you exhale, keep that straight back as best as you can and come back into your forward fold. Let's do that again with our hands behind our back. Clasp the hands behind your back. Roll the shoulders behind you. Align your hips over your ankles. lift the head. Feel the lengthening of the back here. Now inhale, lift the torso up just a little bit. Keep bringing the shoulders up behind you. Doesn't matter if your knees are bent. Exhale, release back down to forward fold. Let's do that again. Same position with the arms. As you inhale, lift the head, lengthen the back. Inhale again. Use your core strength, lifting the torso up so now the torso is parallel to the mat. You're looking down. Exhale, release down to forward fold. Release the hands down. Bend the knees. Chair pose. Lift the head, lengthen the back first. Inhale, extend the arms so the head is in between the arms. Inhale, lift the torso up so you're nicely sitting in your chair. Shine the heart, shoulders down, looking forward. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, release. Bring the hands behind you, clasp the hands behind you, roll the shoulders. Really shine the heart. Keep pushing the hands away from your body. Bend the knees in this position, forward fold. Take a breath in. As you exhale, hinge from the hips. Take as many breaths as you want to come down, okay? It doesn't have to be fast. You're hinging from the hips, trying to keep your back straight, shining the heart all the way down. As you reach the bottom, you tuck the chin. Keep bringing those hands up towards the sky. Align the hips over the ankles. Doesn't matter if your knees are bent. Hold here. So not only are we bringing the hands up towards the sky, we're lifting the shoulders, but at the same time, we're trying to keep those shoulder blades down towards the spine so that our shoulders are not hanging out by our ears. Let's come up, bend the knees, lift the head, lengthen the spine. Halfway, inhale, lift up halfway. And now exhale, stand up all the way. Hands are still behind us. As we come into Tadasana, release the hands to your sides. Hands are by your sides, open up the palms. Inhale the arms up. This time look at your hands. Drop the shoulders. Another forward fold. Bend the knees. Stay right here. Feel that you're anchored through the big toe, outer heel. Slight focus on exteriorly rotating the hips and knees out. Keep that focus. And now exhale, take your time, and let's come into a nice forward fold. Feel how you're hinging around those hips as you come down. Keep in alignment over your heels. As you get to the bottom, you can release the hands down to the mat, to your shins, to your thighs. Roll those shoulders behind you. And then on a count of 5 count inhale, 5 count exhale, we simply inhale, lift the head, lengthen the back for an inhale of 5, and then exhale, we come back into the forward fold. Alrighty? Again, it doesn't matter where your hands are or if your knees are bent. We're working on lengthening the back. Ready? Let's begin. Inhale, look up. 3, 4, 5. Exhale, keep the back straight. As you exhale down into a forward fold, head is down. Again, inhale, look up. 3, 4, 5. Exhale, release down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale up. 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, release down. 3, 4, 5. Coming into chair. Bend the knees, lift the head, lengthen the back first. Now inhale, extend the arms. Head is in between the arms. Check your position, toes, knees, and hips. Inhale, lift the torso into your beautiful chair, shine the heart, sink the shoulders. Stay here, bring the hands together, exhale to your heart. Sit a little deeper so we can come into a spinal twist. As you inhale, left elbow to right knee, spinal twist to the right. Make sure your knees are still parallel to one another. Holding here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, let's come back to center. Hands are at the heart. Opposite side. As you inhale, bring that right elbow to the left knee. Stack your hands. Spinal twist. Knees are still parallel to one another. Hold here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come back to heart center. Inhale again, rise up, extend the arms up high, drop the shoulders, and exhale, release. One more nice forward fold. Open up the hands. Inhale the arms up. At the top, look at your hands. Exhale, bend the knees and drop the shoulders. Keep looking at your hands, hinging from the hips. Take a breath in. As you exhale, hinge from the hips, forward fold. And this time, as we come to the bottom, if you can touch the mat with your hands, bring your fingers underneath your toes. So you're standing on your hands. And enjoy here. Even though I'm standing on my hands, my elbows are more or less going out, I still want to shrug my shoulders behind me so that they're not hanging up on my ears. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, release the toes. Coming into chair, bend the knees, lift the head, lengthen the back. Inhale, extend the arms in front of you. Check your position. And then inhale, lift the torso, come into your chair. Inhale, stand up. And exhale, release. Coming into an easy balance pose. As I inhale, I shift the weight to the left leg, floating the right knee in front of the right hip. Focus on the integrity of your standing leg so your hip isn't popping out. Hips are squared. Arms are by your side. Let's open up the palms. Inhale, arms up. Hands together. Exhale to our heart. Hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your hands exactly where they are. Inhale, step the left foot behind you, getting ready for warrior 1. Left foot is behind you, square the hips. Feel that your pelvis is nicely centered between both legs. Inhale the arms up over your head. As you exhale, drop the shoulders. Inhale again, and then exhale, bend that front knee and come into warrior 1. This is a good time if you feel that you can extend the distance between your feet. Keep your left foot, the front foot where it is, and just slide your back foot back a little bit, and then come into position. If you feel that you're overly arching your back, which is causing the rib cage to come forward, slight pelvic tilt here, which is going to put a little more pressure on that front hip flexor of your back leg. You want to have a nice extension here and a nice extension in the lower back. And let's hold. Okay, soft breath. Just kind of settle into the pose. Put a little half smile on your face. Remember, our yoga practice is not a torture. Let's enjoy it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping our gaze forward, coming into Warrior 2. As you exhale, you open up the arms on the line. You're opening your hips now towards the long side of the mat. You may have to turn your foot out, the back foot out, just a little bit for Warrior 2. Let's all meet there. Again, once you come in position, take a look down. Front ankle is over the knee, opening up my hips, doing my best to rotate the knees outward. And then return your gaze forward. Roll the shoulders back if you need to. This is a short count. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Transition to the other side, Warrior 2. Inhale the arms up. Now just swivel on your feet. Lift the left toes up. We're squared towards the long side of the mat. As you exhale, you come into Warrior 2 on the right side. Again, take a look down. Make adjustments as needed. And then a nice soft gaze in front. Hold here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Gaze stays forward as you transition to Warrior 1. Inhale the arms up. As you exhale, you turn the hips and torso and gaze forward. Again, you may have to adjust your back leg like I just did. Settle into the position. Hold. This is a longer hold for 8, 7, 6. So don't be afraid to make adjustments whenever you need to. I just made an adjustment here and really had to shorten the distance between my feet because it's too uncomfortable for my ankle and my hip. So you don't want to stay in discomfort. You want to find where you can feel a nice flowing of energy as you hold the pose. So it doesn't really matter what you look like, it's what you feel like. 2, 1. Stepping the left foot forward, but like we did when we began, the left knee will be floating in front of the left hip, so we're in a balance pose. As you inhale, bring your weight forward, coming onto the toes of your back leg. Inhale again. Lift the left knee now in front of your left hip. Standing leg is the right leg. Hold here. Make sure your hips are squared off. Drop the shoulders for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. To come out, take a breath. As you exhale, first bring the left toes down. Feel the left heel. Distribute weight evenly between both legs. And then exhale, release the hands. And let's come down on the mat, on our spine. So as we're settling down, a good thing to remember is that when you're in a pose, if you feel discomfort or outright pain, if that discomfort or pain goes away once you leave the pose, then you can play around with it. It's not going to hurt you. However, if the pain or discomfort continues when you leave the pose, then you know that you went too deep and you need to make adjustments. All right, let's come into a nice spinal twist here. Legs are extended, arms are extended out to the side, palms up. Let's activate the legs by making sure that there's a gentle flexion in the ankles, toes, knees, and hips are nicely pointed up. Pelvic tilt to float both knees over the hips. Take a breath in. Exhale, contract. Feel the tilt first, and then the knees simply float up. Let's do our best to have our knees over our hips and our knees in line with the ankles. Take a breath in. As you exhale, release the knees to the right. You look to the left. No matter where you end up, just stay here. Do not fidget. And hold. Soft breath. Check if your shoulders have creeped up a little bit. See if you can bring them down again. Create some more space between your shoulder and your ear. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay where you are. Simply roll the head so you can see your right hand. Keep your bottom leg where it is. As you inhale, extend the top leg forward, and maybe you can even bring your big toe to your hand and hold it. Once you're in position, whether you're holding your toe or maybe you're a few inches from that goal, doesn't matter. Very gently, as you exhale, roll the head back to look left. And hold here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the big toe, bend that top knee again so it's right on top of your other leg. And let's switch to the other side. All together, take a breath in. Exhale, contract. Feel the tilt first, float the knees to center and over to the other side. Once you get in position, stay right there. Try not to fidget. Let's hold here. Really feel the lower belly expand as you take long, slow breaths for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently roll the head to look at your left hand. Inhale, extend that top leg out and see if you can take a hold of the big toe. Once you get in position, very slowly exhale and turn the head to look back to the right. And hold. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. To come out, Simply bend that knee again, letting it rest on the bottom leg. All together, take a breath in. And as you exhale, contract tilt. Let's bring the knees over center. Inhale, hands to knee. Exhale, knees to chest. Release the shoulders. That means widen the shoulders down to the mat. Make sure your chin is in neutral. As you bring your knees towards the chest, you really try your best to release tension in the lower back, through the buttocks, taking the weight into your biceps. Doesn't matter if your knees are together or apart. Let's hold here. This is a really wonderful therapeutic pose for elongating the spine, releasing tension in the hips, and for improving digestion. Coming into happy baby pose. Release the hands, bring them in between the knees. Flex your ankles, grab your big toes if you can, and then simply face the feet towards the sky. You can rock from side to side if that feels good for you, or stay here in stillness for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, let's open up into a full straddle, extending the knees. Again, it doesn't matter if you're holding on to big toes, shins, or behind your thighs. It's all good. Let's try and keep our hips relaxed, the lower back relaxed, so that our butt is still resting on the ground. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you exhale, bring the legs together. They're still facing up towards the sky. Release the arms down to your sides, palms down. Again, using the support of that pelvic tilt to stabilize the core. As you exhale, lift the head and shoulders off the mat. So let's do it together. Take a breath in. Exhale, contract. Feel that little bit of a tilt, which then gives you support to lift the head and shoulders off the mat. Now, you can choose to keep your hands on the mat if you like for support. Even the forearms can be on the mat. Or for a little bit more challenge, have the hands floating above the mat. Keep that focus on the pelvic tilt to protect the lower back. As we exhale, let's bring the legs down halfway. If you lose the pelvic tilt, which means you're introducing more of a curve in the lower back, then you need to bring your legs up a little bit or bend your knees. Let's stay here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bonus. Extend your arms overhead, palms facing one another. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you exhale, lower the legs halfway down. Hold here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release the hands down. Arms are extended overhead, palms up. As you inhale, point the toes. Extend through the fingertips, really elongate the body. And then exhale, relax. Inhale, point toes, extend. And then exhale. One more time. Inhale, stretch, 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 stretch. And exhale. Let's come into a bridge pose and really understand how we open up through the upper back. So bend both knees, plant the feet behind your butt, ideally hip width apart, but they might be a little wider. Don't worry about that. Hands come underneath our butt, palms down. Remember, when we do the bridge pose, this is not about lifting up through the hip points. It's about trying to open up through the middle and upper back and shine the heart. For safety, once we get into position, make sure you don't move your neck from side to side. So let's go through it together. Take a breath in. As you exhale, contract the abs, feel that tilt, which just easily lifts up the hips now. In this position, hips are lifted. I have room to roll my shoulders underneath. For some of you, you can clasp your hands. Some of you can even grab your ankles here. Now, as I hold this position, I'm trying to bring my sternum towards the head. Shine the heart. Chin becomes tucked. I feel the movement in my middle and upper back more than I do in my glutes, thighs, or hip points, because they're settled. Wherever they are, they are. But I'm really trying to open up through the rib cage, the sternum, and the upper back. So let's hold here. Shining the heart as best we can. 8, 7. Keep rolling the shoulders underneath you. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming out, take a breath in. As you exhale, you release the shoulders now. As that happens, upper back, middle back slowly comes down to the mat. You feel your lower back descending, and at the very end, that's when you let go of that pelvic tilt and relax. Keep your left knee where it is. Simply extend the right leg down the mat. Extend the arms out to the side for a spinal twist in this position. Take a breath in. As you exhale, roll over the right hip. Left knee comes to the other side, towards the right. It doesn't matter if your left foot is on the mat in front of your right knee, or resting on your right leg, wherever you are. It's fine. Let's hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come out. Take a breath in. As you exhale, contract the abs. Feel that slight tilt. Roll over to center. Switch legs. Left leg is now extended. Right knee is gently flexed. Right foot is on the mat next to our left leg. Take a breath in. Exhale and roll over the left hip. And hold here. Try not to fidget. What you do is you simply let gravity bring the left knee closer to the mat, the right shoulder down to the mat. And as you breathe nice and slow, the muscles in your back and abs start to relax, and you really sink into the pose. Let's hold this for 8, 7, 6, 5. Now I know some of you are tempted to push yourself into this position. You might put a hand on your bent knee and try and bring it down towards the mat. But try and resist that temptation and simply let gravity do its work and let your breath bring greater relaxation to your body. 2 and 1. To come out, take a breath. As you exhale, contract, tilt, roll over, and extend the right leg down. Stay here. Let's let the spine come back into alignment. And one more time, bridge pose. Plant the feet behind the butt, hip width apart, hands will be underneath our butt. Now, before we go into the position, think about your intention. Our intention is to open up the middle and upper back. Let's begin. Take a breath in. Exhale, contract, feel the tilt. Hips lift up. Roll the shoulders under. Clasp the hands if you can. And then open up through the middle and upper back. Hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming out, take a breath. As you exhale, widen the shoulders, drop the upper, middle back, lower back, release the pelvic tilt. Exhale, extend both legs down. Hold here for a few breaths, letting the body come back to its natural rhythm of alignment and equilibrium. Let's keep focusing on the upper back by bringing a block or a cushion, or a rolled up blanket. And we're going to put it underneath our upper back, middle back. So it's more or less by your bra strap. So you're sitting up, place your hands on the mat, lean back so that you're on your forearms, and then you can sort of judge where the block is. As you exhale and lay down, the neck is going to drop down, and your head will rest on the mat. Now, if this is not comfortable, you may need to adjust the position of your block or put a little cushion underneath your neck. So kind of play with it where you want to be. You should also not have a lot of curvature in the lower back or pain in the lumbar. Once you get in position, again, do not move the neck. Extend the arms out to the side like we do in Spinal Twist. Palms open. That helps to open up the shoulder joint. Simply relax the legs. Go ahead and let the feet point out to the side a little bit. Nice openness through the hips. This should be a relaxing pose, so use any props you need underneath your head. Adjust underneath your back that you need. Let's hold here. Bring your focus to your breath. Remember intention and focused breath is one of the important factors in our yoga practice. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's come out safely. Bend the knees, plant the feet. Take your hands behind your head. As you exhale, go ahead and lift the head off the mat, tucking the chin. Now, if you feel stable here, you can release both hands or just one. And then as you exhale again, you sit up. So anytime we're in a position where our neck is bent or we're laying down, it's always good to support your head as you come up, and you want to come up slowly. All right, Kaya Kriya. Let me explain it for those who are new or you might have forgotten. Kaya Kriya is the harmonious blend of the three-part yoga breath, where we concentrate first on expanding the belly, then expanding the ribs laterally like we do during our sun salutations. The third part of the breath, we feel our chest moving, and then we reverse it. We pair that with movements of the body. So I'm trying to, you can see my feet. Okay, watch what I do. You start laying down with palms down, feet slightly apart. As I inhale through the belly, I gently bring my feet towards one another. That's inhale. As I inhale through the rib cage, both palms turn up and I'm opening to the outside. Okay, there's an exterior position. As I continue the inhale through the upper chest, I gently let my head roll to the right. As I exhale, reversing the breath, so I feel that my chest now is releasing, I gently bring the head to the left. As I'm still exhaling, I feel my rib cage coming in towards one another, coming in towards the spine. My hands and arms turn back in. So see, this position is not just the hand at the wrist. It is the whole arm as a unit is now turning in. As I finish the exhale, I feel the contraction in the ab. My feet turn out. And it's the same thing. The movement of the feet, it's the whole leg as a unit is moving. All right, let's do it together. We're in position, palms down, feet slightly apart, head is in neutral. Inhale, bring the feet together. Inhale again, open up the palms, externally rotating. Inhale, head goes to the right. We're doing this in parts just to go slow. As you exhale, head goes to the left. Exhaling through the rib cage, hands now turn towards the mat. Exhaling from the lower abs, you're opening the feet to the outside. I like to do this as a 6-part inhale. 2 seconds inhale through my lower abs, 2 seconds inhale that brings me to a total of 4 seconds ribs, and then I finish the last 2 seconds with the upper chest. So it's a 6-second inhale, 6-second exhale. So go ahead, let's try that together on our own because we're all going to have a different pace. All right, so go ahead, I will time us. We'll do this for 2 minutes. So there's no rush. Finish your cycle. And then gently turn the palms up and you're in Savasana. If you can stay in your Savasana, enjoy it a little bit longer, please do. If you're ready to come out, let's first observe our breath and our thoughts. Where was our focus? No judgment, just an observation. And then let's gently bring movement back to the toes and fingers. Really taking our time and enjoying as we move our ankles and wrists, pointing, flexing, and then elbows and knees. Enjoying the gentle movement. Shoulders, hips, and spine. Doing our best to stay present in the moment. And now, all together, let's exhale and roll over to one side. Using our hands, exhale, push up. Come to a nice seated position. Take your time to really feel the position. And then come into Chin Mudra. Inhale, hands to heart center. Straighten the collarbone one time. Take a breath in. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Exhale, bowing down to the teacher within. And inhale, come up. Let's open our eyes. Back into full awareness. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Just an announcement, there will be no class tomorrow, Tuesday. I have another commitment at 8:30. But Wednesday, for sure,